Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Today is an exciting day. We are starting our Final Fantasy 2 campaign and I am so excited to play. I'm so excited to see how much the game evolves between the first two games. I'm not expecting anything drastic or anything like that, but curious to see what the story is going to be like, curious to see what mechanics are introduced as the game evolves. And just really looking forward to it. I had an absolute blast playing the first game. I know Chaos was tough to defeat, but it felt really good. Obviously, when I freaked out and was clapping my hands when I beat him, it felt good. And overall, it was just a great experience. So I'm excited that we're getting started on Final Fantasy 2. So let's start it. Alright, so we're going to get to go and just name. They already have names pre-loaded, so I'm going to go ahead and leave them as is. So is that Furion? Is that how you pronounce that? Maria, Guy, and Leon. So they already look a lot different than what I'm used to. You know, the four Warriors of Light were your typical classes, but these are very unique compared to that. So let's get started on this. Let's see. Yeah. A long-lived peace. Is at an end. Whoa. The Emperor of Palamecia has called forth monsters. Oh, that's going to be too fast for me to read. It's begun a campaign. The Emperor's a jerk. Yeah, that moved too fast for me to read, but I'm already seeing, what I'm excited about is seeing the beginning signs of, you know, how every Final Fantasy has a different story. And how, you know, the first game was almost a classic, stereotypical gaming story that you would see in an RPG, right? If four random people show up and fulfill a prophecy. Of course, it was a lot more interesting than that. There was time travel and some interesting things being at play here, where now we're starting to see like political intrigue, and these characters are named characters that have a connection, a past being played out here. So this is pretty cool. Okay, well I can see where this is going. Yep. The Black Knights look really cool. Music is awesome. Will he live? He will. I sense a strong life force within him. He should regain consciousness soon. We found him like this when we escaped from Finn, fallen from terrible wounds. By the time we brought him here, I feared it was already too late. His life is not in danger. It's cool. He even looks like a white mage with the pixel design. This sigil will strengthen his life force. We should let him rest now. Of course. We'd best be off to the meeting. I imagine they're already waiting for us. If the Empire is allowed to complete the dreadnought they're building in Basque, their attack will begin in earnest. We cannot sit idly by and watch. We must act. I'm loving this. Oh, that's cool. Even the protagonists are going to speak in this game. Where am I? Leon. Maria. Guy. Where are you? Furion, you're alive. I thought you'd... I'm fine, Maria. You seem alright too. You seem alright too, Guy. But wait, where's Leon? Princess Finn saved us. Princess of Finn save us. Oh, sorry. But Leon, not here. Oh, I guess Guy's like your thick-headed dude, like a barbarian or something. I see. Don't worry, I'm sure he's okay. So, you regained your strength. Very good. Your life force is strong indeed. It was you who saved us, wasn't it? Thank you. Forgive me, Your Highness, but there's something I must ask of you. Please, let us join the rebel army. I can never allow such a thing. You know nothing of battle. You would only be throwing your lives away. You should return to your homes. But we have no homes. Not anymore. The Imperials attacked, and our parents... I'm truly sorry, but that changes nothing. I cannot permit you to join our army. If you've somewhere else to go, you're welcome to stay here in Altair. If you know our password, you should be able to live here well enough. The password is Wild Rose. Remember it well. Oh, interesting. Okay. Again, I didn't... Between the first two games, I didn't think there was going to be that much of a difference, but like the story is already very significantly different. There's a lot more layers to it, it feels like. There's already a lot more depth, and we just started, right? Again, the first game, we're fulfilling a prophecy. It's just kind of a classic fantasy trope that I love, where here, we're going into a lot more things happening, a lot more layers happening, and even the mechanics now, right? We're here to, we can do ask, we can learn key items, so we have a lot more engagement in the conversation. So when you learn that the password is Wild Rose. So remember, or learn Wild Rose. Okay, so we can bring it up again. So ask about it. The Wild Rose is the insignia of the Kingdom of Finn. It represents our hope for a flourishing future of strength and beauty. But what will become of Finn now? I've heard that the Empire's captives suffer there in confinement even as we speak. Maria, your brother Leon is missing, is he not? It's possible that he's being held in Finn as well. And it's cool, the protagonists already have a connection. So Maria and Finn are brothers. Guy seems to be this brutish dude, and then Furion is the, the main guy. But Finn is far too dangerous to travel to now. The Emperor's beasts still stalk the streets. Gaining entrance to the city will not be easy. The man on my right is Minwu, the white wizard who tends your wounds. Oh, he's a white wizard too. We understand the significance of that now that we played the first game. Speak with him before you leave. He may be of some assistance. Okay, so she goes through the conversation tree based off what I ask about. Okay, first I want to see... Oh, they even have really unique art for them. Oh, I love that. So we have some equipment. Any magic for anyone yet? Nothing yet. Oh, I love the art on the characters. This is so cool. Okay, so Furion's got a broadsword, buckler, leather armor. So we're used to that now. But now we have like magic defense and magic interference. So I'm curious to see and learn more about that. We have a bow. Oh, that's epic. And an axe with leather armor. Yeah, he's definitely your simpleton, tough dude, which I love. I wonder if they're assigned a specific class at all. because I don't see that on their names. Oh, you can change their formation? Oh, okay, so the picture is where they are in formation. That's good. Key terms we've remembered. We have our quick save, which we'll go ahead and just do over here. Cursor memory, default speed, all this should be fine as is. There's the classic. Yeah, I like the modernized music too. Good, our bestiary is here. Oh, we can get a little sneak peek of the map too. Oh, we actually have like northern icy mountains. A lot more of a unique layout. I see your destiny clearly. The future it holds seems closely entwined with my own. You will begin by journeying to Fynn. That is the first step toward realizing your fate. I have difficulty reading out loud a lot, and so this is just good practice for me. It's why I like to do it. And again, as I mentioned in my first session, I want to make sure that those who may have some accessibility needs who watch this, they don't have to worry about reading every little thing. Apparently I can't read the text because it was moving too fast at the beginning, but I'll definitely read what everybody else is saying when I can. Nothing to learn from him. You wasted no time using the password. Heed well the information it will bring you. You can learn much of value by listening. I'll offer you one more bit of advice before you depart for Fynn. Those who have fallen in battle can be revived at a sanctuary. Should one of you fall before you reach Fynn, go without hesitation to the nearest sanctuary. Okay, so that password's just so we can open up dialogue options then with individuals. Heading to Fynn, are we? It is not my place to tell you what to do, but I'd reconsider if I were you. It is a dangerous place to be, you see. The city is crawling with the Empire's monsters. To the north lies a small village called Gatrea. Judging by the look of you, or would it be Gatria? I'm going to say Gatrea. Judging by the look of you, you'd be lucky to make it that far. Before you go anywhere, I suggest you visit the room with the sigil that saved your life. There you will find people who can teach you a thing or two about adventuring. I think you're going to need all the advice they can spare. The port of Palum lies not far east of here, but the lake separates us, so you won't be able to reach the town without a canoe. Okay, so we know the canoe's back in the game. This is the Rebel Army's war room. I love the whole Empire Rebellion thing too. We get the Star Wars vibes. Cool, we got all the old dudes who are going to teach us how to play. This music is beautiful. So I'll teach you a thing or two about weapons. Now, we've played the first game, so we can make a lot of assumptions. We know what we're doing, but you never know what they change, so it's always good to go through these tutorials just to make sure there's nothing else here. Basically just to make sure we don't miss anything. Shall I teach you a thing or two about weapons? Yes. There are 7 weapon categories: swords, spears, axes, staves, knives, bows, and unarmed. See, we're already seeing several new weapon types. Swords were in the last game, spears were not, axes were, a staff was, knives were, and then bows were not. And then I knew unarmed is part of it, because I know that you can have a monk, and my buddy's doing his challenge where he's playing Final Fantasy 1 with 4 monks. Swords, spears, axes, staves, and knives are one-handed weapons that can be equipped along with a shield. It is also possible to equip two one-handed weapons, one in each hand. Equipping a bow requires 2 free hands, but allows the character to attack with the same damaging force from the rear row of the party formation. Fighting unarmed is another splendid choice, and can be as powerful as any weapon. Unfortunately, equipping a shield cuts the unarmed combatant's attack power in half. So if you plan to fight unarmed, it's probably wise just to skip shields altogether. So we already learned a lot. So I guess if you are in the back line like as Maria, and you're attacking with like a sword, it's going to be less. But if it's bow, then you're good. And I'm already curious too, because we've got what looks like a warrior, like 2 warriors, and a ranger-esque, like a bow user. We don't know what class Leon was, but you know, the assumption I'm making is, what are the magic users? Or is it going to be the what Final Fantasy has evolved into, what I'm used to, where you're going to have more than 4 people that you meet, that you can rearrange your party configuration based off your playstyle. Man, this is so cool. There's already so many different things about this game. Would you care to hear about information displayed on the status menu? You could develop the attributes and abilities displayed on the status menu by fighting battles. Attributes such as strength and magic will change according to the actions that you take in battle. If a character attacks, his or her strength and weapon skill may improve. Similarly, if a character uses magic, his or her spirit, intellect, and magic level may improve. There are 11 different attributes that can change. So he wants to ask if we want to learn more about it in more detail. So this is interesting. So maybe it's that they don't have a specific class, it's just what playstyle are you making them do, and they'll evolve based off that. This is cool. Okay. So let's explain the 11 attributes in more detail. HP. If a character loses HP during battle, his or her maximum HP will increase. Participating in lots of battles can also increase maximum HP. MP, so magic points. If a character's magic points drops during battle, his or her maximum will rise. So the idea is, if you're taking lots of hits, then your HP will go up because you're playing in a way that you're going to absorb more, so a tank or a warrior. But if you're casting more spells and you're depleting your MP more often, then you're more likely to develop a higher MP maximum. That's interesting. Strength. Attacking during battle will increase a character's strength. Stamina. If a character loses HP during battle, his or her stamina will improve. Spirit. Using white magic in battle will increase the caster's spirit. Agility. Battling while your evasion is high will raise agility. Intellect. Using black magic in battle will raise the intellect. Magic. If a character's MP drops during battle, his or her magic will rise. Accuracy. As strength rises, so will accuracy. Equipping better weapons will also improve accuracy. Evasion. Being attacked by foes will raise evasion. Equipping a shield will also improve evasion. Magic defense. When foes cast spells on a character, his or her magic defense will rise. As you can see, it never hurts to try all manner things in battle. Wow, the battling system just improved on so many different levels. So yeah, we're looking at our characters, and they kind of already have a thing they're leaning towards, right? Like, it looks like they're saying, hey, Furion can be really anyone, because he has 10 on everything except magic. It's 5, but everybody's is 5, so that's perfectly fine. Accuracy, everything, there's just skills for the different weapon types, so that's really good to see. So maybe we make him our black mage, right? That's really, really cool to see this. I love this. Maria, she has level 10 spirit, but she has higher intellect and agility, so she's already leaning a little bit towards black mage and bow usage. And Guy, you can tell, 15 strength, 15 stamina. This dude is a tank. This is so cool, y'all. Do you want to learn more about the flee command? Yes. You could escape battles by selecting the flee command. There's no point in fighting a losing battle. If a foe is too difficult, you're better off fleeing. Think carefully before you act. Shall I tell you about chests? Yes. Treasure chests contain things like items and gil. Many treasure chests also hold rare items you do not find for sale in any shop. If you're lucky enough to come across such items, hold on to them. But treasure chests aren't all gil and glory by any means. Some chests conceal monsters lurking within. There's no way to know what's inside a chest until you open it, but monsters often accompany especially good loot. Yeah, and so the thing I had to learn in Final Fantasy is when it said, hey, this magical item is valuable because although maybe the character carrying it doesn't really do a lot, it allows people to use it as an item. So I'm going to be more careful about selling stuff off in this playthrough, depending on what I'm wanting to do. Would you like to hear more about monsters? Yes, there are many types of monsters. Some monsters are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. For example, the undead are weak against fire, and aquatic monsters are weak against lightning. However, there are monsters that also absorb particular elemental attacks. Casting fire on a monster made of flame will heal it instead of doing damage. You can also damage zombies and other undead with restorative magic like Cure and items like Garlic. Ah, cool, the Cure thing is starting to happen here. But be careful when using spells that steal HP or MP, such as Drain and Osmos. When used against the undead, these spells can backfire and hurt you instead. Oh, I did not know that. That is cool. Lesson about key terms? Yes. In the course of conversation with someone, a particularly important word may come up. When this happens, 3 commands will appear: ask, learn, and key items. Select learn to commit the key term to memory. Then you can use ask to ask people about any of the key terms you've learned. Keep in mind that only certain words can be learned this way. To show someone an item from your inventory, select key items. When you learn new words and find rare items, you should ask people about the words or show them what you found. Would you like me to explain the formation command? Yes, because that's a big change. Use the formation command to assign characters to either the front or rear row of the party's battle formation. Characters in the front row can attack using any type of weapon. Characters in the rear can only do half damage when attacking with anything except bows or magic. However, they only receive half damage from enemy attacks. Assign each character to the row that suits his or her abilities. So I think we'll keep her with the bow, and potentially white magic, because she has a higher spirit. No, she has a higher intellect, so black magic. And then maybe we do white magic with my main dude here, and then we got our tanky boy there. We'll see. Would you interested to learn a lesson on magic? Yes. There are 2 schools of magic, black magic and white magic. White magic specializes in healing and support spells. For example, Cure restores lost HP, and Life revives characters who have been KO'd. Black magic, on the other hand, specializes in offensive spells. Blizzard deals ice damage, Thunder deals lightning damage, and so on. Characters can learn both black and white magic spells in any combination they choose. However, a character can only learn a maximum number of 16 spells. You can use the forget command to remove any spell a character has already learned. Forgotten spells can be learned again, but their levels reset to 1, so use caution when forgetting spells. Okay, so the spells have their own levels on them now. And it's any character could do anything. So it's really up to me in my playstyle to how this party's going to be formed over time. Would you like to learn a little lesson on skill levels? Skill levels can be divided into 2 broad categories: weapon skill levels and magic skill levels. But wait, there's more. Weapon skill levels are divided by weapon type, such as swords and axes. Similarly, magic skill levels are divided by spell. Spells like Cure and Fire each have their own skill level. Attacking with a given type of weapon improves the corresponding weapon skill. As your skill levels rise, your attack and accuracy with those types of weapons will likewise improve. Casting a given spell improves the corresponding magic skill. Spells become more powerful and effective as their skill levels rise. So I'm wondering if that's how Fire will evolve into Fire rather than Fire Aga or Fire Aga throughout the game. Would you learn more about armor? There are 4 types of armor: shields, helms, body armor, and gloves. Shields are equipped in the same fashion as one-handed weapons in either the right or left, Since wearing a shield only requires one hand, you can also equip any one-handed weapon along with it. Should you choose, you can equip 2 shields, 1 in each hand. This makes you attack empty-handed, however. That's weird. Helms are equipped on the head, gloves on the hands and forearms, and body armor, of course, on the body. Provided you can afford it, you should always keep your party protected with good armor. Holy moly, this game is different in so many good ways. Is there like an auto run option? Because there's walk, and then I'm holding down B to run. Let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, yeah, default speed is going to be run for me. Whoa. Ooh, the King of Finn. An arrow struck me in the back during a battle, leaving me in this state. Perhaps I really have grown old. My daughter Hilda now serves as regent. You should speak with her. I used to be an adventurer like you until I took an arrow to the back. Don't know if you can interact with anything yet. This is the king's bedchamber. His Majesty was grievously wounded in the flight from Finn. He's been resting here for some time now. One of the things I noticed is when the princess was escaping, a warrior stayed back to defend the castle. And I liked that because there was nothing said, but the little gestures the sprites made, told a story in of itself, which I thought was really cool. My time to sleep. You're in the rebel hideout in the town of Altair. Gordon, the Prince of Kashan, or Kashuan, maybe? Kashuan, is hiding out here in Altair. I don't know what happened, but something has made him lose faith in himself. We got a potion. Princess Hilda fled here when Finn was sacked. She's been doing a remarkable job leading the rebel army while His Majesty recovers. Yeah, I'm getting more Star Wars vibes from this. Princess leading a rebellion against the Empire. I could dig it. Ah, this music. So we've got 400 gil. I'm Paul, greatest thief in all the world. They've yet to invent the loot I can't burgle or steal. The Imperial coffers have kept my purse fat with gil lately. So maybe I can say the secret password and he'll... like, oh, hey, you're part of the rebellion too, eh? I never steal from the rebels. You can be sure of that. My home was in Finn too. Ah, this music, guys, this is good. This is the town of Altair. Is it pronounced Altair? Because I'm saying Altair because that's kind of the pronunciation of Altair from Assassin's Creed. The Imperial forces haven't been deployed this far out yet. I suppose it's only a matter of time, though. Can I look at the fountain and it's going to tell me how dirty I am? This music's so good. My name is Gordon. I was once the Prince of Kashan. Or Kashuan. I'm nothing but a coward. When my brother Scott fell in battle, I abandoned my kingdom and fled here. So, you've asked to take up arms in the struggle? I'm so afraid Hilda will turn me away that I haven't even asked her. I've been stalling here. I'm just a spineless coward. Go ahead, laugh. I deserve it. I'm not gonna laugh at you, man. You just went through some horrible crap, too. Is the statue gonna charge me a crap load of gil to resurrect someone? Like the priest in the first game? Paul is a skilled thief, but don't worry, you can trust him. He only steals from the Imperials. Yeah, the characters already have an extra layer of depth, right? You know, the first game was, haha, bad guy does evil thing, and we gotta defeat him, and it's very simplistic, which again, I love that. It's such a fun, turn your brain off kind of game to be able to enjoy something like that. Where here, you're meeting characters that are named, that have a bit more backstory. You know, we have a thief, but he only steals from the Empire and not, the Rebellion. Like, we're already seeing more layers to this, including the main cast of characters. Tobal, the fellow over at the weapons shop, is one fine blacksmith. I think something's been bothering him lately, though. See, like, even the blacksmith has something going on, so we need to talk to them about it. So now we have to think about what we're buying for our party. But I'm going to go look at the magic stuff first. What do you want with me? I'm just an old man. We'll mention Wild Rose to him. The geezer act as just a cover. My name's Tobal, and I'm the best darn blacksmith at the Rebel Army. Okay. Let's do white magic. Maybe one white magic spell, one dark magic spell. Ooh, the overworld music is eerie and beautiful at the same time. Or is it just... Okay, is it just the magic shop now and not white and black? Yep. Okay, well, I definitely want to start with a fire tome, a cure tome, and let's just go ahead and get thunder too. And then looking at our stats, she has the higher intellect, so I think we should have her as our black mage. So we're going to give her the fire spells, and I'm going to give my main character the cure spell. So she's going to learn fire, and she's going to learn thunder. We might have, actually, I think what we'll do is we'll have our main character do fire, or black and white magic, because he could be a bit of a red mage. That would have been so nice to have in the previous game. Okay, let's see if there's anyone else to talk to for a minute before we get out of here. Oh, he's the one who told me that the blacksmith was irksome. Okay, so we can buy all of our equipment. Okay, so we're having conversations we've already had. So that's the church. So I think we can get started. We can get out of here. And let's do some battles. Make some gil. I think we'll make some gil, then we'll go back real quick. Leg Eater and Hornet. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. We're actually using the MP system I'm used to now. I love it. We got the same fanfare. We have a little bit of a change in it, but still the right thing. So we see that Furian's sword and shield went up, Maria's bow went up, and Guy's axe skill went up. So Furian's strength went up a little bit, Maria's strength went up a little bit, and then we got a bunch of gil from each enemy. Oh, I'm loving that. Ambushed. Alright, let's start testing out some of our white magic here. Maybe nice poison for everyone, eh? Cool. So Furian's sword skill went up, shield went up, and Guy's axe skill went up. But now we're starting to see an increase in MP because we're using MP. and in magic, and then the evasion and magic defense is starting to go up too. See, this is cool. I really like how this is done. Now, does the poison linger between battle like it used to? Doesn't look like it's going to. Okay, see, it's called Fire 1, so I wonder if it has like levels of 1, 2, 3, and then maybe it goes up to Fire at some point. Let's play with, I want to see what Thunder looks like. Yeah. We already have 200 gil. How much does it stay at the end? 19 gil? So I wonder if it's based off how much damage we have. Let's see. Let's go look at weapons. So, okay. The staff. These are good things to pay attention to. Let's see what we got. Okay, so I'm carrying a broadsword right now. So a javelin is just less damage, more accurate, more magic interference. No, less magic interference. I wonder if a javelin will have some benefits when we're talking about formations and layering. If they can do like, you know, does it? Will there be a javelin that does full damage on a back row enemy kind of thing? Yeah, because right now they just have simple explanations. Ooh, dual-wield broadswords. Dual-wield broadswords while he heals. Yeah, we'll have to play around with that and see what the best... I feel like there's gonna be so many different ways to play this game now. There we go. Little investment in armor. got sword leveled up, bow leveled up, and shield leveled up. I should have double checked to see if that was leveling the skill up while I was using it outside of the game. It's like having an extra potion with me. Yeah, she had intellect go up, MP go up, and magic go up since we're using magic. There's a little town here. So this is Katria. This is the village of Katria, or Katrea. Finn is just over there across the lake, see? Ooh, with 3 different shop owners, okay. So, potions and cures. More remedy cures. I like how a mallet cures amnesia. What the heck? Okay, Phoenix Town Ether, Cottage, and Elixir. Ooh, there's Elixir in the game. 50,000 gil. I mean, I get it. I mean, just the one that I was able to get really helped me in the final boss battle, so the price actually makes sense to me. But I came here to do a potion stock up. Let's just get as many as it'll let us, just to have it. The Imperial forces have occupied Castle Finn. The gates are drawn and no one can enter. And the Imperial troops and monsters roaming the streets. The city isn't any better off. Katria and Altair haven't fallen into the clutches of the Empire yet. But once the Dreadnought is complete, nothing will be able to stop the Empire. Now my curious questions are just why is the Empire doing what it's doing? Who or what is leading it? There's a pub just on the outskirts of Finn. When the Empire invaded, the barkeep didn't make it out in time. They say he's still working there, pouring drinks for the Imperials. Is this a church? Or a sanctuary? So hold on, is there not so there are no official levels either, it's just keep you doing that thing and then the skills are just going to go up. So I wonder if you could really just max out some characters and their power levels eventually. I mean, it'd be a grind, but I'm just curious. Yeah, so Guy's evasion went up a little bit. So 1 multiplied by 27%. And then his agility went up. Nice usage of shield usage there. Heck yeah. Oh, cool. Fire leveled up. Strength went up. HP and MP went up. Magic went up. Fantastic. Alright, so we're in Finn now. It's just as we've heard. The city is crawling with Imperial soldiers. We have to be careful. Make sure not to get too close. So if I get too close, is it considered a battle? Yeah, look, her fire now requires 2 MP to use. Okay, so walking up to an Imperial soldier is definitely a bad idea. We escaped, sort of. We may have left Maria behind. And have no way to resurrect her. I mean, we can go to a sanctuary, I'm sure. Carefully. So the inn is blocked. And we still have bad guys to fight. Let's see, actually, so let's take a pic. So Cure is about almost halfway, so we're going to use this on me and on Guy. Yep, okay, so using it does make it go up. Okay, so I hope that wasn't the sanctuary that's blocked off there. So leveled up sword and axe. So a lot of these things will matter in battle. Okay, that's an item shop, magic shop. Yeah, so the town's really not going to be usable until I figure out what's going on. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go back to that town to resurrect Maria before we go into the castle. Plus, it'll be good grinding for level up and getting money and stuff, so we can kind of suck it a bit more. Try to invest in a few Phoenix Downs in case something like this happens again. Man, that's a lot of damage I'm doing with that broadsword. I'm already missing my airship from the last game. It really doesn't look like my sword and axe is going up all that much anymore now. I'm curious, should I just keep defending and that way it levels up my HP? Alright, let's go to the sanctuary first. And hopefully they don't try to charge 1,000,000 gil to resurrect her. As you pray, a warm light suddenly envelops you and a voice overflowing with compassion rings in your ears. Rendering your soul, return now from the distant land where sorrow and darkness hold sway. Sweet. So you do get, it's not, you don't have to charge for the res anymore. That's nice. Alright, let's go stay at the inn. 43 gil. And let's see, who is my Phoenix Down guy? So it's 500 gil. I just simply don't have enough to cover that right now. I'm not even going to really buy potions right now because I have Cure. I really would need more Ether more than anything else. Okay, let's head back to Finn. See if we can rescue Leon. Double fire on the bow, that was cool. Yeah, I feel like I've hit a certain threshold where these levels are too low level to... These monsters are too low level to effectively level up my weapons. Nice. We are at the castle. Ooh, hold on. Okay, any movement away does that. So do we have to fight these guys? Or let's go into a building that doesn't have anyone blocking it. Let me do a cure in game or in battle and see what happens. If that'll make my spirit go up. Nobody here. I guess I'll use their bed then. I'm glad that poison doesn't linger outside of battle. It's like only a minor inconvenience, but it's just good to get it out of the way. Yeah, all the shopkeepers are gone. I really can't fight these knights because they just one-shot my party. Ooh, a slightly different enemy. Sprinter. Huh. Yeah, dead one. Yeah, the moment I go away, I'm immediately out. So there's something in this town that I need to be interacting with. Oh, I totally thought that knight got me. Maybe I need to get to the pub because the pub was referenced. And I think that's what that is on the other side. How does one get there? Finally got sword leveled up and bow leveled up. And there's Thunder. I was supposed to level up too. Get some good black magic leveled up here. Ooh, pardon me, gentlemen. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Whoa, where do you think you're going? Customers are lined behind the counter. These Imperials are as ill-bred as they come. Wild Rose. Ah, you're with the rebels. You'll find a secret door in this wall. There's a wounded soldier back there. Go see if you can help him. What am I gonna do? I've had it with this place. You guys can take it from here. Don't let us down. Oh, bye. Secret door. Oh, hey. That's cool. That looks like the soldier that stayed behind to help the princess. Are you going to turn me over to the Empire? At least have the decency to kill me first. I don't want them to take me alive. Wild Rose. So, you're rebel soldiers, are you? My name is Scott. I am the Prince of Kashuin. Oh, that's the one we thought was dead. Prince Scott, we were told you fell in battle. Thank goodness you're still alive. I am, but not much for much longer. I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. There's something you must tell my brother Gordon. Tell him I know he has great strength. He must learn to have more faith in himself. I also have a message for the king. Tell him the reason Finn fell so quickly is that Count Borgin betrayed us. He's been made a general to the Imperial Army. There's one more thing. Tell Hilda that I love her. No, don't deliver that last message. The confessions of a dying man, they would only bring her pain. My brother Leon, have you heard of him? I'm sorry, but I have not. I wish I could be more help. Here, I want you to take my ring. I'm sure it'll be of use. Maybe it's all this talking, but I've grown extremely tired. If you'll excuse me, I just need a rest, just for a little while. You obtain Scott's ring, so that's an item we can show then. Probably to the king and to his brother. It's a bummer that he died, though. Alright, let's head back to Altair. Excuse me, folks, gentlemen. Ooh, hold on, there. And then we'll go right here, there. And Vamonos. Alright, let's head back. Those are huge walls. Did we just see an airship fly by? What the heck? That was cool. Let's talk to his brother first. We're gonna show him the brother's ring. That ring, it's my brother's. He really said all those things about me. Okay, so that's all we got out of that, which is okay. Let's go talk to the king. I kind of want to talk to Hilda and show the ring anyways. That ring belonged to Scott. Is he alive? He gave us this ring and Finn just before he lost the last of his strength. Did he say anything? No, nothing. Your Highness, please, the ring belongs with you. No, keep it. It suits a personage of courage. You infiltrated Finn and returned to tell the tale. You've proven yourselves quite capable. It would seem I underestimated your strength. I would have you lend that strength to our cause. There's a magical metal known as mithril, and we need strong warriors if we are to obtain it. So we're going to learn that. And ask about it. We lost Finn because we were ill-equipped. The Empire fought with weapons and armor made of mithril. That explains how they did so much freaking damage to us. I have charged Yosef, a man living in Salamand, with the task of finding a source of mithril. I do not know the cause, but we've been out of contact with him for some time now. Would you go with Minwu to Salamand to look into this? Alright, so we need to talk to Salamand. I heard Your Highness's words have I heard Her Highness's words and have waited here for you since. To reach Salamand, we must first pass through the port town of Paloom. Take my canoe and let us be on our way. Sweet. So we have a white wizard as part of our party. So we do have a mixture for people in our party. And we've got the canoe. Let's talk to the king. So, we've lost Scott as well. He had proposed to Hilda, you know. Now he'll never hear her answer. I always thought he'd make a fine husband for her. We believe mithril was in common use once, long ago. Some surviving records indicate mithril was mined in the golly, I cannot read today. Some surviving records indicate mithril was mined in the north, near Summit Falls. Okay. First, he's a wizard, so he probably should be in the back line of the formation. He's a white mage, so what does he have? Golly, he's got a lot of stuff. I mean, he's technically maxed out because he has 16 spells underneath his belt. He has Cure Life. Let's see, Basuna cures status elements that wear off after battle. Okay, so like poison and stuff. And then Asuna just cures them. We've got Barrier. So we're defend against elemental attacks and status elements, so protect is a magic curtain, just raises defense. Wall guards against magic attacks. So then they can inflict silence, amnesia, fear to make them flee. Shell raises magic defense. Okay, so that's what I was talking about in my Final Fantasy 1 playthrough. I knew there was like a magic equivalent of protect. Dispel removes barriers that defend elemental magics and status elements. Sap reduces MP. Swap switches HP and MP of the target. Dang, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna give him the shield and take the staff. And he can wear these clothes. Because something tells me he'll leave the party, and I want to give it to the rest of them here. So what, have a broadsword in one hand and staff in the other? Oh, so magic interference has to do with you trying to cast spells? That makes some more sense now. Like when you're trying to cast spells, so it makes it harder for someone who's wielding a sword or something. So maybe I'll do a staff and a broadsword. So the magic interference is not as high. I'm gonna think about that for a second. Let's look at the magic shop again real quick to see what was there. Can also snag the Blizzard Tome over here. I really want to make my main character more of a red mage. So we're going to do some aggro spells too for him. So let's do this. Let's get rid of this. And let's make him double up on weapons. Swords and axes. And then he can shield. Ah, but that makes that magic interference go away a lot. I'll have to do some research about more about that. So now we're going to make him a red mage. And I'll probably end up looking up guides about builds so I can kind of learn instead of, You know, I'm not trying to go for the most optimal thing, but I'm trying to learn how to build something that isn't going to be pure garbage by accident. Because these older games can be slippery slopes if you're not careful. Oh, we still have plenty of gil. Let's see what kind of weapons and items we can get here. Don't really have anything here that's calling to me. We'll check the armor. Get a leather cap for everyone here. Because he has one, so we'll give one to her and one to him. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. There. Awesome. Well, I think this is going to be a good spot to stop this session, but I am so happy to be playing Final Fantasy II. I had a blast with 1 and defeating it. It felt really good, and I'm really excited to see what the story is going to be for this game. What are the mechanics? What are the spells? And just the journey overall. What is it going to be like? And also what concepts are going to be introduced, right? We had a mention of Cid. So I'm assuming we're going to see Cid again, because my understanding is Cid's in every game. So if he was in the first, he'll definitely be in this one. But do we get to talk to him this time? You know, what else is going to be introduced to the game that we see? We're going to see summons. All those different things I'm curious and getting excited about. So, but until next time, I hope that you have a blessed day, and I'll talk to y'all later.